started.
Okay, I got a game here. Let's try e4. I changed the time settings to be 8 minutes with a 4-second increment to see if I can get a slightly faster game and still maintain some commentary. So we got a Sicilian. d4. So anyway, let me know in the comments if you have any preferences for faster or slower games. We'll see how this one goes. So this is the Najdorf variation, and this is the old mainline bishop g5. These days, what do they call it? The English attack seems to be more popular with f3 and bishop to e3, but this is still a good move, I think. f4. So you need to support this bishop because this knight might move with an attack on the bishop, so it helps if it's defended by the pawn. And you have ideas of doing some kind of kingside attack here. Now this is a testing point here. Let's see. I can either retreat the bishop or take. And retreating the bishop is a little bit dangerous because it leaves it unprotected over there. So I'm going to go ahead and take. He's attacking this knight. I can castle and defend the knight in one move. I can't push the pawn because he's got too much force on it. Although it is an idea in some lines here, I just want to protect my king, get it off of that diagonal, and also protect this square over here. It is an idea in some lines to push this e-pawn forward with a double attack on the bishop and something along this diagonal, but it looks like not happening here. But he's gone a little bit slow. Let's go, this knight is not yet hanging. Let's continue with the pawn push. Maybe rook g1 and pawn to g5 is an idea here. Have to be careful. A developing move like knight to d3 leaves the bishop to d3 leaves the knight undefended, so you can't play that. Or I could play g4 instead of rook g1. I could play h4 and then g5, and that might be more interesting. While the rook is here supporting the h-pawn, if I move the rook here first, I don't get to push the h-pawn, whereas this way I do. Now he can push and dislodge this knight, which might come back here to d2. This pawn is not hanging, unlike so many other lines. Oh, he opened up the diagonal. So if I push here, I am double attacking the bishop and the rook. But he can play bishop to b7, which seems adequate in this case. Let's see. e5, bishop b7, he takes d6, attacking the queen. He takes my queen, I take his queen, he takes my rook. So I think that comes out better for him. And of course he could just move the queen. There are squares, so not an idea. Let's go ahead with my my plan to push the g-pawn. g5, attacking the bishop and the h-pawn at the same time. So I think this is going to open up a line over here for my attack. He can retreat the bishop or he can trade it for the knight. Or he can exchange first and then do one of the same two things. Yeah, exchanges. Now this is a loose rook over here. Maybe he can exploit that. Oh, he's going after the pawn. So I should just open up the G file here. One of these files will open up if I take a pawn. So he's going to try and block the G file this way. So I can push the H pawn. If I push this one forward, he can just get in front of it, and it's not much of a threat. So I really need to try and open up a file here somehow. I haven't yet managed to open one yet. We're getting closer, though. Ah, king there. So take here with check, and pawn takes. Leaves this dark diagonal open.
Check.
I assume he doesn't want to take with the king. Now he is attacking this pawn. So let's step out of this pin. The bishop was pinning this pawn. Well, now it's pinned against the rook. Maybe rook g1 is a threat attacking the g-pawn here. And bishop to d3 is an idea. So bishop d3. After that, I can push this pawn, allow the take, because queen takes on g6 would be dangerous. So he goes this way, attacking the rook. And this pawn, let's see, if I take back with the pawn, then he will come in here with the knight, probably. That might be good for him. Is there some way, I was thinking maybe I can push f5 here. And if he takes my rook, I can take here with check. And then his king goes to that square, and that's checkmate. Yeah, so I can throw in f5. He takes it with the pawn. I take back, and I still have this threat of check. And yeah, let's try that. So yeah, the pawns are acting like pieces here around the enemy king. So a check here and a check there leads to a mate in two. So if I take again, then he will take with his rook, because otherwise I have check and checkmate again. And if he takes the pawn, then that's a pawn sack, but I can get my rook to g4, threatening to come in here with the rook. So this is looking pretty good. I have left a couple rooks hanging. So we can play that. Let's see, that's pretty good. So what they say about when you have multiple pieces hanging, the good thing about it is your opponent can only take one piece at a time. So if I go here, the idea with queen h4 is to come in here with check and drive the king back, and then bring a rook over. And we get one of these rooks out of take. Is that possible? Looks like I'm still going to lose a rook here somehow. Is there some better way to play this? Yeah, I could. No, I can't. I have no time for that. I have to move the queen. Is there a way to pin this pawn? Let's see, bishop here, rook takes queen or something, pawn here, check, and he can't take there, can't go this way, he goes to the corner, but there's no mate in the corner. So is there a better square for the queen than here? I don't see it. So I've defended this rook so I can take and just win the exchange, but if he takes there and then takes here, I'm down a whole rook. Maybe I can throw in a check and then bring this rook over and just lose the exchange that way. He develops the knight. Okay, and that protects this square, so I can't come in with the queen. Now I can move this rook, however. And we'll be in that scenario where I'm just down, only down the exchange. Is there something better than moving the rook? These pieces all look well defended here. I could move the rook to this square. I could move the knight to that square. That's an idea. Knight here hits the queen. So again, he doesn't have time to take my rook. And if he takes it with the bishop, then I'll get out with minimal loss. If he moves the queen, I have check here. So hey, a temporizing move, but maybe this will do. I want to try and get all your pieces into the attack, but this bishop here is not participating. I want to get it to this d3 square and then push the pawn with check, but the knight is guarding that. Yeah, so I take back and I end up not losing a rook. Well, that's nice. So just lost a couple pawns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, actually, have got. I guess I must have picked up some pawns in the attack. So the material is slightly in my favor. Huh. That's right. When I was pushing these pawns, he didn't take back for fear of opening lines. So now what? How to make progress here? I could take the knight and then get the bishop to this square. What is he going to do? My back row is a little bit weak. He could maybe be thinking of ways to undermine the back rank. Just trading queens. Is that good for him? I can, oh no, I can't put my queen there. The knight's covering it. I was going to say a queen on this diagonal would be good as the bishop, but the knight guards both of those squares. Okay, if I don't want to trade queens here. I think I'm having too much fun with the attack. So let's go here and see where he goes. Maybe I can kick the knight with a pawn and then play bishop to... Yeah, so he's attacking that pawn. So if I kick the knight, where is he going? He's got that square. These are covered. Oh, he's got that square. But I could play my queen to here. Or I could play my queen to here, just threatening to
time warning.
Take his pawn. Yeah, I'm getting low on time here. The bane of my existence. So he has, let's just defend this guy then. Let's see. I could triple up on this pawn and give up these one of these pawns over here. He doesn't have a particularly good way of defending that, does he? I guess he can lift this rook and bring the other rook over. Well, it seems I like this experiment with the time control. It seems like I've had enough time here to talk about the game and still play a complicated game. So I think I'll stick with this time control for a while, see how it works out. Leave me any feedback in the comments there. Yeah, so he's piling up on this pawn. I'm going to let him have it. He may be also thinking of my back rank, which is a little weak. But so now pawn takes, rook takes. Rook takes, queen takes. Rook here is a bit dangerous. But I think I can escape with check. Yeah. So before I play this, let's think about it a little bit. Rook takes, queen takes, and then rook down here. If I take his queen, he takes my rook and mates me. So I go here, check. Or just come back and defend. Oh, I forgot about that. That's also mate. Yeah, okay, I'll resign here. All right, good game. I'm going to
White resigns.
post a commentary on this shortly. See you guys later. Bye.